Here we are, day 10 of Where Are the Petroglyphs? But actually I'm starting to find the petroglyphs. I'm on Javelina Trail. By my clock, I'm a good mile 0.2 up this trail into a canyon here. And right in front of me I've run into my first petroglyph. I've learned to look around these big rock outcroppings, like you can see right here on South Mountain Park. And that's where your petroglyphs are found. So when I found this one on the back side, I thought the other side would have the petroglyph. It was the shade side, but in this case, it was the sunny side. So apparently this was carved in the morning. Everything's pretty dried out. Monsoons are pretty much over. A little green mixed with a lot of dead. And there didn't seem to be as much of the caterpillars on, we're on the south side, and I came in on the 46th Street entrance back in back to back of an industrial park. Give you kind of shot of where I am. Trail's all messed up from the doggone off-road bicycle guys. They turned the trails into little round rocks. It's just like walking on marbles. So we'll go around the other side and look for some more stuff. Enjoy. Here we are on the other side of the same little rock outcropping, and I found some more petroglyphs on it. Some of the just same standard signs you keep to different little figures you seem to see back in this canyons. 109 degrees a day, feels hotter. September 2nd, I believe it is. No, September 3rd. We put a bid out yesterday in a Boys and Girls Club job. That's right, in North Scottsdale. By the way, I'm an electrical estimator, but here we are on the backside of the same little rock outcropping, and I'll pan back up and around so everybody can see these same standard petroglyphs here. Supposed to be some unusual ones up here. I went to Scottsdale Library yesterday and did some research and found Mr. Boswick's book about the petroglyphs on South Mountain, so we'll go see if we can find them. Well, here we have some more petroglyphs. I went through hell to get in here to get to these petroglyphs. Kind of noticed them from the trail up above, so I hiked around up the canyon a ways, lowered myself back in, and dealt with all of that to get myself to here. I venture to say that one thing right there just might be maize or corn or something. Celebrating the harvest or something maybe. There again, then one more figure right over here to the right. I kind of thought there'd be more on this when I saw from up on the ridgeline there, but not so lucky. And I'll just pan around here, show these for a second. I guess this would be Javelina Canyon. After all, it's Javelina Trail. Coyotes, you can tell by their shit, they're living on the on all the caterpillars that have sprung out after the monsoons here. I'll just do a quick little 360, show you where I've came from. I kind of thought I would have seen more petroglyphs like before now, but this canyon's really, really rough and tough hiking, and probably why there's not any more petroglyphs than there are in here, and you can see where I kind of came from up that canyon. Enjoy. Well, this will be the last of the petroglyphs on day 10. Tough hike, uphill. Tried using the Roy to come out. It's tough. If anybody ever listens to this, I wouldn't suggest taking Javelina Trail in the summertime. It is just on the sun side of the mountain, not very pretty. The arroyos are rough, so they're not really good highways. And this is more of a cooler time of the year hike, and not really to be done in the summer here. And I've had to hike up to this little rock outcropping to get these photos. And I hope you can hear like covey of quail. I've been chasing down that little arroyo there. So once again, from day 10, South Mountain Park, out there in YouTube land, enjoy. I was hoping that covey of quail would jump out in front of my camera, but it's not going to happen. Bye. Here we are, day 12, South Mountain Park once again. Starting to run out of canyons to go into. I'm near Box Canyon, Hobart Trail, and I found my first petroglyph today after striking out yesterday on the 36th Street entrance, which was on south of South Mountain, down by Ahwatukee. And I've just started hiking myself back in this canyon day, about 101, 102 degrees. Slight breeze. A lot nicer than yesterday. It's Palo Verde tree in front of me. We'll swing around, show this little canyon I'm in. And here again, according to the gentleman's book, Mr. Bostwick, I should be in a good spot. Again, he told me that yesterday would be a good spot. And I tore up those hills for 3 hours and didn't find nothing. So, the heat of the day. So we'll get back in here and see what we can find today. Enjoy. Not much, very much farther up in this canyon, I found a couple little more of what I've just started to call the stick figures. And they're right here on the stone. They look like they've been here so long, they might have varnished back over. Give you a little view. I'm up on this little ridge line here of the canyon I'm going to go hike back into. As you can see, it's really pretty and green back in here. And the common denominator always seems to be, from what I can tell from all these hiking, I think this is day 12, maybe 13. They need to be near water, and on the shady side of the canyon is another common denominator. And of course, you need rocks that are varnished. You're not, when I find getting areas that are granite, just gray granite, you can't find anything because obviously there's no way to paint on them because it would never show up. So a quick little 360 here where I'm at in this canyon. Back around. And way off in the distance there is what's called the Hobart Trail. I take it, but I've only found a couple petroglyphs up on those trails of all the hiking I've done. So there we go, another little 360 around where I'm at. Well, the cloud cover starting to move in today, thank the gods. Right back around. And right down to the little stick figures I found on this boulder. God bless. Here again, still not very far in this canyon, getting real lucky today. Found a couple more of what look like the reptilians. And I have a friend who has a program on Blog Talk Radio called After Dark Radio, my friend Anthea Peel. She studies this a lot. And she's telling me a bit about the Martians mating with the reptilians or something like that, or in that combination. You'd have to go to her archives because she has guests on and talk about that a lot. But that would be in line with the Hopis and several other Native American tribes that talk about how mankind was created from the animals. They were here first, and that mankind lived inside the earth, and we get all this reptilian thing nowadays going on. And maybe that's explaining why you see the reptilian figures next to the humanoid figures or human stick figures. And you can hardly find in a rock back up in these petroglyphs where you don't find the two together. Coincidence? I'm starting to think no. I used to think maybe it was because there's so many chuckawallas and lizards back in these canyons, but I think there's far more to it than that. And what's even more interesting, you find very rare symbols of snakes and other animals that live back in these canyons. You mainly see the reptilian or the lizards carved in with the human-like stick figures. I'm just panning around here, and we'll go right back down here, a little 180 of where I'm at in this canyon. Enjoy.